It's OTA Minicamp season, and today we're looking at the New Orleans Saints. We have a quarterback battle between Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shough. We're going to go over the highlights from practice. Before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're looking at rookie camp, minicamp, training camp, OTAs, workouts in between of what your favorite players are doing behind the scenes, your favorite rookies. Those guys come back from injuries. Those guys are looking to draft in fantasy football. It's all going to be right here. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're looking at a quarterback battle. From what I'm hearing, both of them are looking good. We're still early in the process. We're going to watch these clips, loop them, and keep talking ball. There we go. We got Rattler right there. Rattler again getting it out. There's Tyler Shough right there. His name throws me off every time because of how it's spelled. There's Rattler. Boom, coming out, playing peekaboo with the bags. That's what I thought when I first saw that. Shough again. A lot of these are redos, but still, getting a good look. Look at the feet of Rattler. There's more Shough. What I saw a headline of Hayner being injured. Looks like he'll be out for a few weeks. Let me know if there's anything up with that in the comments below. There we are. More Rattler. Tyler Shough. Got a lot to say about both these quarterbacks. Got a lot to say. But I really just want to go over the clips with you guys first. There's the feet. Throws on the move. That's what he's good at. That's what he's good at. He's got exceptional arm talent. Can fit it down there. The injury history, everything else, but the exceptional arm talent. Able to throw off platform on the run, on the go, and just fit it downfield in a nice window. That is what you're seeing with Tyler Shough. Like, a lot of people were talking about him getting drafted into the first round because they were watching the tape. Go watch that Notre Dame game. Go watch some of those games, especially those back of the end zone throws that he threaded the needle or where he's rolling out like that. He is nasty when he rolls out. So the back end is rookie camp of Tyler Shough. Tyler Shough has a lot of upside in this offense. Like, he's an upside quarterback. He is an upside quarterback. That is the one thing you can say about him because he has one of the better arms you'll see, good ball placements, good rolling out. Now, you look at Spencer Rattler. In an interview, he said it earlier this week that when he was out there, he was dealing with injuries on the team, and he fell in the draft. This is a quarterback that was a decorated 5-star quarterback coming out of high school that went to Oklahoma. Started off pretty good. And then we had a bad moment. Caleb Williams steps in. We transfer out. And our stock plummets. Our stock plummets to undraftable at that moment. We have to claw our way back up. And South Carolina, we do. We get ourselves drafted in the later rounds as a stacked quarterback class. And we get ourselves to the Saints, and we stick with the depth chart enough to get on the field. That, in my mind, from what we saw those years ago, that's a win in my book. Like, seeing a player climb their way back up to get back on the field. Now, if you're looking at the prospect, you're looking at a quarterback here with Spencer Rattler that can show you good traits, but it's very inconsistent where you can also see very bad, where it just implodes. We saw that at Oklahoma. We saw that at times at the SEC. We saw that at times last year. And preseason, he had some moments that looked good. He's a guy that will give you that moment. He needs to develop. He needs to be more consistent, but he also has that moxie, that charisma to him as well. They drafted Shough for a reason. They drafted him for a reason, though. It's not like, I get it's not a first rounder, but still a second round pick. They're looking to get a battle out of him. They're looking to see what's under the hood. And with Shough, you got mobility, you got pocket presence, but the ability to just thread it downfield. Thread it downfield between guys. Chill, calm, and composed. You both have two chill, calm, composed young quarterbacks. Shough's actually a year older than Rattler. Rattler's been in the league a year more, not a year younger, that's weird. Both of these quarterbacks bring something to this team. If Shough can develop and take a step forward with what we saw from Rattler, with what's invested with Shough, that could be it. That could be it. Rattler would just need to hit to that upside. Rattler's a weird quarterback to explain in stock terms to somebody who watches football that doesn't really analyze prospects. Like, he's one of those stocks. He could go to the moon, but could also like bottom out on you. He's one of those players. We saw it a number of times throughout his career. He's already shown that hand. But he also shows those signs where if this and this and this happens, we keep developing, we could go to the moon. We could go to the moon. However, you look at Shough here, he also has traits where you can get to the moon. He can push it vertical. He can get accurate downfield. He's nasty on the run like that, just booting out. Watch his feet when he does that on some of these. He's got good ball placement downfield, a very fun quarterback prospect. And both quarterbacks are looking good. And you go over the stats from what the beat reporters are saying. Both of them are pristine, like the 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s, or whatever after the practice when they're talking about it. Both of them have good numbers. Both of them are taking command. Shough's doing well. He's doing well. And then you got Rattler doing well. I expect Rattler to do well in practice scenarios. I expect that. When the game's on the line, when there's injuries, I expect him to have like a few moments, and I expect up and downs. Shough's a little bit more ambiguous. Now, if Rattler can just get it together and hit to that upside like he's always had that upside from high school to Oklahoma all the way through his career. If he can just get it together and just stay there, just develop and stay there and not do here and go down to here, you guys got yourselves a first-round caliber quarterback there. You guys do. But we got to stop hitting that floor. We got to stop going bottoms out. We got to stop doing that. And I can't make excuses anymore because it keeps happening with different teams. Shough, you have that injury history. We're in college forever. But we got to play ball. We showed it on the field. Showed it on the tape at Louisville. We definitely did. We definitely got a lot of upside here. And we got some playmakers. We got Olave. He's back healthy. He's back healthy on the field, running those crisp routes. Brandon Cooks is back. That is a key veteran. That is a sneaky veteran. Rashid Shaheed looks like he's back healthy. Deep ball city. So we're going to try and get vertical. Those wide receivers are vertical wide receivers that excel getting vertical. No small ball. No small ball at all. That being said, Shough fits well with that. Shough fits well. Good ball placement downfield and pushing it downfield. If we take a step forward in our development, that is something to look forward to with him. Now, if you're talking about fantasy, basic redraft, you're like, that's out of my scope, but you're playing money ball week to week, streaming quarterbacks at this point, so you're really thinking about that going forward. If you're looking at Dynasty, really depends on your format. Basic 1 QB, I mean, you're looking at Shough as a rookie pick that's cheap as a stash play. Rattler's probably stashed somewhere, but you can get cheap, but really depends on the format and what you got. 1 QB really depends on what's on your roster because you don't want to get rid of capital, and also depends on the waiver wire. If you got quarterbacks that can score points on the waiver wire, I'd rather keep my assets before I figure it out. If it's deeper or if it's 2 QB super flex, then you may want to look at one of these quarterbacks. Shough's going to have the most value. People are expecting Rattler to be completely out of it. News is that Rattler's getting some run and Rattler's looking good. That being said, see if you can catch a cheap chip out of that if you're interested. I'm saying if it's interested to you. If you're good at quarterback, if you want to keep your capital, then you don't have to. But if you need a quarterback asset, like say if he wins the job and you just want to sell him, maybe you do that. You catch him for cheap and then you sell him if he wins the job. There's a chance that can happen right now. There's a chance. Shough is a little bit more expensive right now. That's the thing. You look at him in rookie drafts, you know this. The price is set. There's been so many rookie drafts, the price is set on him. But you're looking at Rattler now. We're in a battle here to where you can make that gamble, and it's an off-season gamble. That's what it is. I look at him as a good off-season gamble that if he wins the job, maybe you can collect the next pick up or whatever, the next round up of the pick that you just bought. Maybe you could do that. Maybe you can push him and a prospect for something else. Maybe you can do that. If you want to take the offseason gamble, that's one thing we're doing by looking at these clips. We're finding these battles, we're finding ancillary players that you can gamble on. You can gamble on players right now with your 2026, 2027 draft picks. That might be something you want to do. And I'm not even going to say he's going to win the job. I'm not even going to say he's going to go off. But you're gambling like if he does win the job, and it's one of those super flex leagues where guys hold on to those players for years, those quarterbacks for years, and hold you over a barrel. Those ancillary quarterbacks on the market, I mean, you'll get a return on investment. And you really have to know your league with this. I'm talking in broad terms, but that's something to look at. I like just throwing out ideas to help you with trades and what you want to do. I don't talk in absolutes, so if you're looking for absolutes, I'm not your guy. I'm going to be wrong every time if you're looking for absolutes because I don't talk in absolutes, I talk in strategy. Now, Saints fans, I'm going to tell you this. You got two quarterbacks here with upside. Spencer Rattler hits his upside and downside, and that's a player. Shough has upside in that arm, mobility, slings it downfield. That is something you're looking at. Nasty off the rollout. Nasty off the rollout. Push it downfield. He fits well with these wide receivers. Fits well. So if these guys develop, if you got a hitter, you're going to hit big. You're going to hit big because the arm talent's there. He's got beautiful arm talent. That's the thing about him. That's why people were pumping him up. People were pumping the brakes due to like the metrics and everything else. He's been around the game, but the arm talent's there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.